Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the whole elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Men of Valor camp here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it can be edifying. And I just wanted to do a video. I watched this yesterday. And I wanted to actually, find some time to actually sit down and play, a good bit of this this video, or as much as the Spirit wants me to bring out, and bring out scriptures that that can be brought out for edification. All right, as always, we're measuring the time diligently, standing upon our watch. All right, and you have a lot of things going on in the world. And right now, I believe they wrapped up this whole Davos, Switzerland World Economic Forum Summit for 2023, where there's a lot of, different stuff that's come out, speaking about cyber attacks and different things. So this guy, Canadian Prepper, he actually brings out a lot of good information, simplifies it. And, man, we're going to react to the Spirit. So without further ado.
Hi folks, Canadian Prepper here. Oh boy, I hope you guys are sitting down and you have your tinfoil hats firmly adhered to your craniums, because you are going to need it to get through today's video. If this epiphany that I've had proves prescient enough, I will be rocketed to international superstardom. Move over, time traveler, Canadian Prepper is here. But in all seriousness, guys, today on the channel, I am going to be talking about the big one. I'm talking about the financial implosion of apocalyptic proportions that may be on the way and what they're planning in order to deal with the fallout. Now get a load of this. What does the war, the World Economic Forum, cyber attack, the FDIC, that entity that insures all the money of the remaining half dozen banks that control our lives, what do all of them, de-dollarization and the rapid abnormal acquisition of precious metals by private firms, nation states, and individuals, where's the intersect there? Where's the relationship there? Well, let me tell you, let's think about it for a little bit, okay? Now again, I ain't no fiduciary, I ain't no financial guy with a PhD or anything like that. All I can say is that you better hear me out if you got money in the bank, or if you plan on having money in the bank in the future, if you're looking for an economic system to monkey branch off of, because the whole thing might be imploding right before our eyes. Now get a load of this theory, okay? What if, you remember when Klaus Schwab and friends, Eggman, the guy who's partying with all the escorts in Davos at the World Economic Forum's meeting right now, what if that guy, when he came out with his warning about cyber attack last year, that, the whole power grid could be taken out and we got to prepare for this, and what if this was priming for something? I'm not saying that it's going to be a false flag or anything like that. Never said that. You said that. I didn't say that. I would never say such a thing. Please don't deplatform me, YouTube. What if that prediction by Eggman, and if you're wondering what I'm talking about, go and watch the video, World Economic Forum cyber attack. It's like a 1 minute long ominous video presentation where basically they're saying that a cyber attack could take down the entire power grid, and of course society would descend into total chaos. Now what if they're putting that in our ear, they're putting that out there into the ether, because when the financial system eventually implodes, as a result of Russia winning the war, big assumption there, winning the war. Yes, I know, they may not win the war, but if they do win the war, and we are just being fed an endless conveyor belt of lies about Ukraine's chances of winning, even Kissinger now is saying, hey, we need to, we better actually arm the Ukrainians to the teeth, because chances are, if we don't, we're going to lose. And He didn't really say this completely, but I think they know if they lose, that's when the real rapid de-dollarization begins. And when you have de-dollarization start, it can unfold rapidly. And even the FDIC, that entity who insures all the money in the banks, is talking about what they would do to mitigate panic in a bank run. Because remember, only like 1%, they only have the capability to insure about less than 1% of all the money in all the banks. So if you think your money is safe in the
Building your custom home is now easier than ever. And with America's Home Place, we can show you how. During our 50 years as a custom home builder, we've
bank.
And we'll stop it right there. About 4 minutes. I know there was a lot of information. All right, but he mentioned the war. He mentioned this World Economic Forum and how they, like I mentioned, they were speaking about the possibility of these cyber attacks. And what did Klaus Schwab say? He said that the next pandemic would be, way worse than the one that they had a couple years ago. All right, and everything was shut down. All right, these dealing with cyber attacks, all right, will literally bring, not only America, but the world economy to its knees. And this is something that they very well want to do because it justifies bringing in, once again, as we always mention, a new system, which we know that is the fulfillment of them bringing about the MOTB, which is the CHIP, okay? And how they're going to be able to get people to willingly follow that, as if there's, global turmoil, if there's chaos, which is not far-fetched because the scriptures very well speak about this time in particular, all right, that we're coming into swiftly. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 30, and I'll start at verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. All right, so this is concerning, the tribes. It says, for thus said the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. So to those that think 2023 was going to be, their year of prosperity, of saving and, wellness and health, okay, the Lord isn't promising that. Not for you damn 2/3 anyway. All right, the only ones that are going to be protected, and even we're going to be tried. Even we're going to be in the midst of all hell breaking loose, but the Lord is going to preserve us and protect us. All right, but everybody's about to witness this, man. It says, verse 6, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So, if these men, all right, are not going to be able to suffice and, stand boldly in this day, how much less the women? All right, which is why the spirit is heavy on the earth, with this whole red pill movement, but even, starting with the elders and apostles and the men of the Lord. All right, they get on these women to as far as rebuking them, because, these men are going to be through. All right, how much less you women that believe you just got it all together, believe that you don't need a man. All right, you're going to be in straits. All right, think about Micah 7 and 10. All right, Isaiah 32. That's what's going to come to pass. This is all part of that. And this time that we're coming into, as we're going to read, is a time like never before, man. All right, we can only put so much emphasis on that. And even then, we don't know how bad it's going to be because we can't compare it to anything. Just know that it's going to be worse than ever before. Verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So this is the time of Jacob's trouble, man. But only the elect, all right, those that are calling upon Yahweh Shema Yahushua in sincerity and in truth. All right, and right now they're gathering faith for a treasure. Right now they're showing their faith by their works, so that the Lord remembers our works and his and our faith towards him in the time where he brings global hell upon this place, man. Where he just, it's just, hey, these death angels are going to be out here. They're already out here, but the Lord's going to turn he's going to turn it up. All right, famines, all right, of way past biblical proportions, mass death. All all right, different diseases. And if the lights go out, man, I did a video like, man, what happens in the first few hours. The spirit was on brothers to watch certain movies and speak on it. But if they do these bank runs, man, that would cause a lot. And what he was speaking about the FDIC, all right, that's what, hey, we don't trust in Esau, because the FDIC, basically, most of these banks that you get your direct deposit sent to and whatnot, they're fractional reserve banks. So if something was to happen, and he was mentioning the war in Ukraine, if something was to happen and they cause panic, just like they caused panic with the, gas and toilet paper, if everybody tried to go take out their money at the same time, there's only so much physical money at any particular location. Okay? The mass majority of that money is just circulated and sent out and loaned out so that they can make more money on it. All right, and America hit its debt ceiling today, man. Which they have money still in their spending budget, but as far as tacking on new debt, they can't do it. I think it's at like 31 trillion or something like that. All right, and that goes into, let's grab that. All right, because that's going to be a downfall of this place as well. We'll go right to the point. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home." Yeah, that's these devils, man. All right, they have military bases damn near on every continent and in every major ocean. All right, meddling with the affairs of shit that ain't got nothing to do with them, man. It says, "Who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death." All right, you can compare this to speaking about that red horse in Revelations the 6th chapter. All right, it was given unto him to take peace from the earth. Given a great sword. Meaning his military might. All his weaponry and all that. And that's why this place is so proud, because they believe that they have all this military might that they're not going to be able to be stopped. All right, but your little military, artillery and shit is nothing compared to the Lord of hosts, because he gave you this technology, man. All right, the chariots are